Hello, everyone. I said I was going to have a funny story for you. And this is a funny story, and I said it would be about those hangings on the wall behind me. Well, this was actually a gift from my husband about when we were married about 30 years because this is where my husband and I went on our honeymoon almost 42 years ago. Well, actually, the place was Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Because, I was 19, he was 24. He had just a little old job that wasn't, it wasn't that great. And we didn't have a lot of money to go anywhere, So anyway, we went for the night to Pigeon Forge. And that day, we went through the Smoky Mountains, and we took pictures at the Smoky Mountains of us together and sitting on rocks, and that was all. It was fun. It was good. We were in love, and we were young, and we didn't care. But Danny was always fascinated in whatever he was fascinated in. And so what he was fascinated in was this right here. It was the police museum. And let me see what it was called. I can't even say it, I don't think. It was, okay, this is the flyer. Let's see if you can see this. Okay, Bert and Gertie Carbo, I believe was the name of them. And that was their museum, and that was in Pigeon Forge. Let's see what the back looks like. Yeah. And it had a lot of different interesting stuff about police and about, all these things. But Buford Pusser, he was the walking tall sheriff, and his vehicle blew up. Well, there was speculation, and I don't have a clue if it was done accidentally or if it was done on purpose. But anyhow, he was a brave man. And Danny just thought it would be so interesting to go in this museum and see all this stuff and to see his car. So that's what we did. And that's probably the only money we had as far as to go to any kind of attractions. So that was the attraction we went to. So I must have loved him a lot because, I would have, my idea of what we should have done would have been maybe to go to some botanical garden or something. But I didn't care because I was happy. I was with him. And it was just an adventure in itself, because I really hadn't been a whole lot to a hotel room even. I hadn't even got to get out and do that. It was called Silver Dollar City then. Now it's called Dollywood. So I had done that with my uncle and aunt before and stuff. But as far as getting out on an adventure, I hadn't done a whole lot. So we went there on our honeymoon. So, but these hangings behind me, the frame was done by my brother-in-law, Roger. He can always do the coolest stuff. He and my other brother-in-law, Randy, they do woodworking. So he had it in his mind for a celebration that he was going to make something special, a conversation piece. I call these our conversation piece. And so what they are, the museum burned down. And that's sad. But, that the car was already destroyed anyways. But, so it didn't burn up anymore, really. But the family, I'm thinking the family of Buford's kept the car, and it's in one of their garages somewhere. And then the bottom hanging is an article about him. So Danny had someone to get those laminated and blew up for him, and he had Roger make the frames, and so that was my gift. And I thought it was odd. When I opened it up, I thought, what in the world is this? And then when I saw it, it dawned on me. I laughed real big, and I really appreciate him thinking of that. And it is a big conversation piece in our home. And so they hang in the living room. And I'm going to show you those pictures of that car. It was very sad, that he died that way. And nothing. I'm not saying anything that was funny about that, because it wasn't. But he was a brave sheriff. And there was the article from the Memphis Press. And, but that they took the trouble, all of these people that helped Danny in doing that, I thank them for it, just because it was special, because I'll never forget on my 30th anniversary what gift Danny gave me, and I can talk about it because I have it on the wall. And I'm so glad that I had saved this right here from the museum, because I had it laminated too, but so it wasn't ruined. It was kind of cardboard anyways, and so I just stick it right back over in here where it goes. Whoa, I'm knocking it off. Hold on a minute. Okay, well, anyway, I'll put it back on there, and I'll hang it back up. But anyway, so I've got all that, so that was pretty cool. And oh yeah, this OCB container behind me, that's supposed to have papers for cigarettes, and then that knife up there on top, that's a backer cutting knife. Well, that container was in an old store that was a country store that was next to Danny, that was close by. So he got to keep that, and so that thing's old. And then that knife is old too, and so we just keep sometimes strange things, but people can talk about it, and it's a lot of fun. So anyway, we'll have to hang my picture back up, and I hope you all have a good day, and I'll try to have you some more funny stories.